I'm very happy to be here. I'm particularly impressed by the speaker because we share a lot of things. Today I'm standing in front of you as one of you, not as a politician, but I want to share my own story, my experience about the Capitol, how I started, and where the journey has taken me from. I listened to Abidin very well. Let me apologize, a bit late, but I was following the lecture online on Akoladi's page. It was due to the flight delay. I planned for this event and I was supposed to join 8:39 flight, so I'll be here before 11 o'clock. So please accept my apology. And let me congratulate all of you because your gathering here shows that you already know where we are in the country and where the world is going. You must create jobs for yourself. There's no government that has job for you anymore. You must know this. And when this is established, one of the things I always encourage people to know is you must be ambitious and you must be audacious. You must set up a goal for yourself. You must know where you can try. Like my own story, I started from a very poor background. My mother was a food seller. My father a painter. I used to walk on the street of Gegele selling food while I was attending primary school up to secondary school. And today, I can probably tell you, I'm a CEO of 5 companies and I'm a president of a group of companies. This company I'm telling you about, I built it just within 2017 to date. I was a security operator for 15 years. And let me tell you, I have a lot of siblings. I'm the first in the family. That made me to become ambitious because I need to look after the ones behind me. You must have something that will inspire you for you to become serious in life. So in my own case, I had a very poor family background and I have a lot of siblings, cousins, relatives that I must look after. So this made me to become ambitious. And while in school, I was in university. I'm at University. When I left and joined the Nigerian Police Force, I served for 15 years. When I feel I need to do better in society than what I'm doing, I need to create opportunity for young people. You must have something that you use as a platform for wherever you're going. In my own case, it's the Nigerian Police Force that gave me that platform. While in police, I knew where I was going to. All I was doing was establishing contact and relationship. So first, in every business in life, you need contact and relationship.
Yes.
So it was easy for me to leave the Nigerian Police Force in 2017. I resigned and paid a month in lieu because I was ready to leave. When I left, the first thing that captivated me was the way things are being done in my state. And I came here, the first thing I did was to join politics, and I went and said, I want to become the governor of Kwara State. So that is being ambitious. I ran the campaign, I did everything. The story, went the way it went. But I didn't stop there. I quickly went back. I'm a farmer. I started farming. I got about 100 hectares of land here in the lorry. I did a lot of research about fish farming, poultry, and crops. But I realized that most of the fingerlings that are being used in northern Nigeria are being sorted from Ibadan, Durantin, and others. So, and now looking at Ilorin, Kwara location, if I have a farm that can be producing fingerlings that can supply entire northern Nigeria, it would be a great market. So I started, brought in a lot of experts, and we started. In the first 1 month, when we started this business, we made a lot of profits. I was very interested. So the business continued. We're trying to introduce other things. So along the line, because of my contacts talking to friends, people in business, I realized that there is an untapped business vacuum in Nigeria that young people don't look at, which is construction. I mean road construction. There are a lot of challenges if you want to go into it. But how to now study, how do you go about it? Because every day I listen to, you also have to be informed. I listen to news, I follow up Federal Executive Council every Wednesday, and I see contracts being awarded in billions. And at the end of the day, when you look, I did a case study, and I realized that every contract given out by federal government, if you are diligent enough, you make not less than 40% out of the whole contract sum. So I became interested. I asked questions. How do you become a contractor? How do you become a road builder? So I realized that you need to have a company. Your company must have certain turnover, some certain documentation. But while in police, I was establishing a lot of contacts, which helped me within few months to make my company stand. What did I do? I went into partnership. So in business, please, ladies and gentlemen, you must partner. I always tell people, when we're growing up, we used to hear about the richest person in Africa. Can you remember that person? Any of you remember? The person we used to call the richest person, back then, is a Nigerian. Who can remember the person? Who? Before Dangote. Who? Moshood Abiola. Am I right? But if you remember, when Abiola died, every business that he had died, except one, which is the bank. And that's the only business that he partners with other people. So please, ladies and gentlemen, in any business you're doing, go into partnership because you share risk, you share progress. So, in my journey, I look at companies that have rich profile and identify Pefaco. He's a Port Harcourt-based construction company. He's a man that we had relationship long ago. And I went to him, told him, this is what I want to do. I need to use your company to back up my own. He was doing over 10 billion turnover. So I used it to buy documents. The company I was starting there was Funab Project Nigeria Limited. So I backed it up and I got the first job. The first job I got was to rehabilitate a road in Bauchi State, which went for about 480 something million naira. I don't have a machine. That was my first contract. So I need to sort for engineers. Very easy. I check, ask questions, and I ran into one diligent young man, Engineer Usman. We went to site together with costs. We went to a company where we could hire all the equipment that we needed, and we cost everything. If I tell you what we spent to execute that contract of 480 million, we spent less than 150 million naira. So we did. We made profits. We took care of the system. And when you take care of the system, you get more. Yeah. So you must understand the system. From there, we got the second one. From there, we got the third one. In 2019, our turnover was 400 and something. In 2020, we did 740 turnover. In 2021, we did 2.6 billion turnover. So that's how the business was going. But another thing I advise people when you're doing business, always look at something that will make you stable. You need stability in any business you're doing. And I was thinking, how do I become stable in this business? I was buying properties here and there. Because the only thing that I can use to save money today in Nigeria is property. Every other thing we fail, we depreciate, but property tends to appreciate in one way or the other. So one of the properties I bought in Guaripa, that I was planning that's where we live. When I took my wife there, she said, nice property. But who would be our neighbors? On the right, a filling station. On the left, a supermarket. In the front, school. And I talked about it. I said, this young lady, so you can think like this. So I called my architect. What can we do here? This is already becoming a business area. He came up with a design. And today, we have built and completed a mall. That's one of the best gyms in Nigeria. You can check online, iFitness. The mall is called the mall by Funab. Even if you put on Google, the mall by Funab, you can take it from here to the mall. And then today we have iFitness, one of the best gyms in Nigeria, as our client. This property was bought for about 80 million. But today we are getting rent of over 100 million naira. So with that, we are stable in business. Our capital is not threatened. You understand what I'm saying? So you must think of a way of how you become stable in business. And I would advise you, please, production is very, very important. Think in line of production. What can you produce as an entrepreneur that will give you export value? The exchange rate is the key today. People that are working abroad today, maybe they earn $20 an hour or whatever, but if they send you $100 in Nigeria today, how much is it? How much is a civil servant earning in Kwara State, please? Are they earning, as a young graduate who just got employment in Kwara State, do you earn up to 50,000 naira?
No.
So why should you wait for a government job? You must be the one to employ the people. Today, I have over 100 people working for me. Casually. I have permanent staff, few of them. I've given a lot of opportunities, but also you must be very serious with your business, please. Don't take mediocres as staff. Don't, make your business become family business. That's one of the things that keep business alive. And that's one thing I don't do. When I was starting, because I have that political thing in me, I was focusing on getting a lot of partners to work in my company. But I had to sack them at the end of the day, some of them. I think it's only one that's left now, who is in charge of engineering. Because they will mess you up. So you must always go for the best. Don't personalize it. Don't familiarize it. Be serious in doing business. Look for the best. Continue to hire until you get the best. Until you get those that can meet up with the goal you set up for yourself. So these are things that you must know in business. And when you follow all these keys, you're going to go to the peak of the business. Another thing I would advise you, we must, whether we like it or not, position ourselves such that we can influence policies that will favor our business.
Very, very important.
And there's only one way to do this. And that is the reason why I'm in politics. You must be part of those. You must, one way or the other, be able to influence. How do you influence? In the context of today. If you're not a politician, are you supporting any politician? Are you giving him advice? So that when you get to where you can help your business. So these are things that you must consider very important. And on that note, one of the key things that you need as an entrepreneur, you must be involved in politics. Not actively but you must be involved. You must know those who want to govern you. You must know what they're made of. They must come and tell you what did they understand about the situations of the country. You must be convinced. And in your own part, you must have your PVC. It is a must for a living. As far as I'm concerned, if you're in Nigeria, you don't have PVC, you're one of the problems why we're here today. So we must come together. And it's not about the social media kind of politics that we do. You must get to the roots. Please, you must know the reality of what politics is about. We mustn't just join social media thing about politics. Today, the young people have become emotional. My experience in the Osho gave me a great job. The movement on Twitter, online today, everybody is becoming obedient, right? Yes. But this obedient thing, like I said, it's just a social media movement. Because I saw the practical reality in Osho State. The people that voted and the young people, and they remain to defend their votes. By the end of the day, the popular candidate they feel will give them the best of the days of democracy. It's not very much. The candidate of the obedience party is nowhere to be found about. So we must get connected with real people. So that because governance, you can't take it away from business. It's very important. Most of these opportunities I'm telling you right now was because while working as a police officer, I was opportune to serve as the ADC to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation of Nigeria. At that point, I get to know a lot of people. All the ministers, directors, permanent secretaries. So after I served, some of the directors and everyone becoming the permanent secretary in the Federal Civil Service. So I was opportune that the guy who is the permanent secretary in the Federal Ministry of Works was a guy that we worked together while I was in the office of the SGL. So that's why relationship, you must take it. Everybody you meet, please respect and keep a landmark in everyone's mind. A good landmark, because you don't know where tomorrow Abidi might become the CBN governor of Nigeria. Who knows? So you must try, please, contacts. In relation is very, very important. I met a probably just by accident. And doctor. But we've been keeping in touch. Not because, in fact, Akolade is not even voting in my constituency. But because I see him as somebody who is impacting on the young people. And my story is, I want young people to know that the era of looking for job from government is over. Create a job and employ people. There are a lot of business opportunities. A lot of them. In fact, I was telling one of the young men that called me something, he was telling me about how, I said, come, is there any pure water factory around your area? Go there, go and register, they want to become their wholesale distributor. Then you go, you collect, even if you don't have a capital, your personality can guarantee you. You can start with maybe 100 in numbers, get keke napep, start supplying, when they pay you earn a living. So, please, I congratulate you guys, that all of you, your vision, the mission, and reason why we are here, because you want to help to alleviate the problem of society. And I congratulate you that you have made up your mind that you will not be part of the problem of this country. Because those who go around their CV are the problems. There are 1,001 jobs that you can create. What I do now, all my younger ones, once you're in university, you must have a profession. And that's what I was coming. I took one of my younger sisters to follow me. Because she just finished, what's it called? Bakery school. And I asked her, go and look for one of the best bakery school here. She told me one day, I said, whatever it is, go and learn. Now, as well, I've been on scratch in the final year. But she's been baking cake. She's getting order online. She doesn't, in fact, I was just thinking in my mind that I was going to stop her monthly allowance because she's already making money. These are ways that I expect everybody to be thinking. Please create something around you. There are a lot of things in agriculture. ICT has been brought a lot right now. There are so many things going on in ICT. I had meetings with somebody yesterday about how I want to do something different about my campaign. I want to be talking to people directly. I want to have a call center, like an institution room, where I can monitor. Before election day, I will know how many people vote for me in the polling unit. So I was giving the idea, that's how, but there's another thing I can have to you. I said, what's that? He said, you can raise money. You need an agricultural license and a advanced license. And I said, oh, I'm a board member in the company, and we have this license. He said, oh, that makes sense. So we need to choose a service provider and we'll generate a code that will now make people to hold this movement. Even some, you can donate 1 naira, 2 naira. Before you know, the movement will carry on. Just like what Peter, some people are trying to set up Peter now. So, I mean, there are 1,001 ways for you to do things. You can be a supplier. The service providers, MTN, there are a lot of business opportunities lined up there that you guys are not even tapping on. So, I'm glad to be here. If I keep talking, I'll talk for the whole of the year. So, I want to thank you all. I appreciate the audience you have given me. And I want to encourage you. Please, you must be ambitious and you must be audacious. It's key to business. Abidi has said so many things. That's why I want to, I don't talk about it. That's why I have to take my own from the reality part of it. He has given you all you need. Integrity matters. Sincerity is key. And that was what helped him in his, his payback of the 20 million stuff that he lost. I've been following up 20 million things. I've been encouraging a lot of people. Key into it. Think about business. And I don't know why, some of these African countries are even getting more than Nigeria. I don't know why it's like that. Because maybe are they thinking more than our young people? Or is the business idea finishing? Or do we need to hold the likes of Abidjan to ransom so that we share this? So please, we need to also, decisive thinking is very important. We must, every time develop ourselves, continue to read, study. I follow up with a lot of people in financial world. My mentor, my number one mentor is Arumauti. She was DG of SEC. She became the first African treasurer of World Bank. It has never happened before. Today, she's in Oxford University, as an associate professor. So these are people that mentor me. Sanusi Lamido, some of you follow my page. See, share whenever it's a birthday, you usually send me. These are people that you must be. The audacity is the main thing in business. You must be bold. You must think of opportunities. It's just around you, but how do you grab it is very important. So please, I encourage you to take into use everything you have learned from my brother. I'm just meeting him. He just whispered to me like my neighbor. But now we're going to be a good neighbor. And I'm going to learn a lot of things from you too. Because my intention is we must take over. We the young people, we must take over. In business, in politics, in policy, and everything. So we must take over. And the way we can take over is when we become ambitious and audacious. Thank you very much.